What up, YouTube family? I'm back at the drawing table. Welcome to my channel, and for those who've been here before, welcome back. Today, I want to come at you with a video, and today I want to talk about drawing the torso, but drawing the torso in a particular way. So, I want to talk about drawing like a simple being torso, like so. What I call it, like an open torso. So let's think about the torso. You got the human body, and let's first draw a torso that's stacked on top of each other. A representation of that. So you got the torso, you got the spine, legs come out. Right, so that is a torso where the hips and the shoulders are in alignment. So this is just a regular standard straightforward stacked on top torso, right? So but what I want to talk about today is when you take this torso and you make these become out of alignment. So because they can open, let me see, they tend to open and close like this. So for instance, let's say this person leaned this way, then this will happen. And now I should draw it in red as well. And now this torso is leaning, and these are not in alignment anymore. Same thing if they lean this way. Right, and this is an extreme example, but you think about it, right? It could be something much simpler. I mean, much less extreme. Say you have a torso, you got a top area, and the shoulders are kind of going this way slightly, and then these is going that way. Right, they might be putting more weight on one leg. Now, I want to go about doing this. Let me draw a quick torso. And really what I want to talk about doing these torsos, uh, the concept of how I think about it. So let me draw you a quick torso real quick. All right, so there we have it. We have like a quick, rough torso, right? And so what I want to talk about is how I think about these simple bends in a torso. So whenever you have like a simple bend, either the torso is just kind of leaning, maybe leaning to one side, or leaning forward, bending backwards, bending forward, leaning back, uh, stuff like that. Just simple opening and closing of the torso. So I think about the long side. Say in this particular case, this will be the open side. And then this side would be the closed side, right? And so what I'm thinking about when I do this, let's take this particular pose. Did you understand or have an idea about the bean method? This gives you this pose, right? So, but how I think about the bean is this long part, this the open side, this part is the closed side, right? Open, closed. Uh, so, but what I think about is a mouth opening. So, really thinking about this whole bean as two cylinders, right? Which is another way that you can go about drawing this. Instead of just doing a bean, you can draw a cylinder and another cylinder, right? Because you're still getting the same overall shape. Uh, Even if you did it with boxes. You get that same overall shape. And it's because you're really doing the same thing. All these different methods, like the Bridgman method, the Rayleigh method, the Loomis method, whatever method, they solving the same problem, just with different approaches, right? But they're trying to get pretty much the same outcome, right? There's like in math, somebody can ask you what equals 10. Well, a lot of different things can equal 10. You can do 9 plus 1, 5 plus 5, 15 minus 5, right? So it's a bunch of different ways you can get to the same outcome. And so, but what I like to think about this, how I think about this open and close thing, is think about these two cylinders, right? I imagine in my mind what goes on is this is a mouth side, right? So think about this as being like the head of some creature, and then this is the mouth side. Let's put some teeth in here. And this is kind of what goes on in my head. Right. So the more you open the mouth, the greater, the more extreme the bend is. Right? The more you open the mouth, the more extreme the bend is. The less you open it, the less extreme. So if you're thinking about these, whichever way you want to go about doing it, if you think about how extreme you want to make it, just think about that mouth, right? So if I want this pose to be more, if I want the pose to be kind of less extreme, I'm making that mouth close up a lot less. Let me draw that over the top of it. Right, so this is a much less extreme than, say, this one. You got the opening of the hips. You have the see how this alignment of the shoulders and the hips, because they do this if you just bending. And then kind of the same thing happens. You can also use this same concept of like somebody's, just bending forward or leaning back. So say you got somebody leaning back, right? Maybe they're leaning back so far. Maybe this is a comic book and they just got hit and it like pushed their whole self back. So this would be the body going back, right? And then the same thing if that was going forward. So, but just think about how it's opening and how it's closing, and think about this whole mouth. This has been the mouth. So the more extreme you want that bend to be, the more you open the mouth. That's kind of how I think about it. But that's all I have for you guys today. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace.